Hello everyone, let's get started. Today we're going to take you on a tour of Sola Dev CMS 8, our DX management software for the enterprise cloud. We'll begin our tour with a high-level walkthrough of our platform and its primary features, followed by a deep dive demo showing how easy it is to build websites in Sola Dev CMS 8. Sola Dev is a comprehensive out-of-the-box CMS solution optimized for the AWS cloud. We provide 24/7, 365 support for the platform and infrastructure. As an all-in AWS technology partner, our product is the only enterprise-capable licensed CMS in the AWS marketplace. One very unique thing about Sola Dev is our optional launch program where our award-winning design team can assist your organization in deploying your website or implementing custom functionality to optimize your workflow. As an enterprise CMS, Sola Dev resides at the heart of your marketing technology stack. Our system allows you to not only build amazing websites, but to integrate with third-party applications, connect with social media, rapidly build marketing landing pages, conduct e-commerce transactions, and to develop leading-edge mobile applications with the use of the Sola Dev API. While Sola Dev CMS 8 is available for more traditional premise-based deployments, it has been completely architected and optimized for the AWS CloudFront. Due to the benefits and scalability of cloud computing, industry leaders continue to recommend cloud-based deployments where you don't have to worry about IT support and infrastructure and can focus your resources on your business. Our cloud offerings provide quarterly software updates dynamically to ensure that you have the latest release. Sola Dev CMS is extremely flexible. It can operate in both the Linux and Windows environments using either MySQL or MS SQL Server. In our AWS Enterprise Cloud offerings, we typically deploy the LAMP environment of Linux, Apache, MySQL, and PHP. Within our AWS Enterprise Cloud environment, we utilize a Content Delivery Network, or CDN, as well as a load balancer for speed and security. The CDN is layered on top of a configuration of auto-scaling web, storage, and database servers to provide 100% uptime. This is the same infrastructure utilized by internet giants like Netflix, Expedia, and Airbnb. The Sola Dev Cloud infrastructure puts the platform and content closer to your customers. Available in multiple regions around the world, Sola Dev Cloud provides unsurpassed performance, redundancy, and uptime, all monitored 24/7, 365. We offer 3 tiers of subscription plans, each with multiple configuration options, allowing you to select a plan that's right for your organization. Some of the key variables include server resources such as bandwidth, storage, and data transfer, as well as the amount of monthly advisory hours that your organization requires. One key differentiator between Sola Dev and other CMS companies is our unparalleled US-based support. Depending on your subscription plan, we offer access to dedicated members of our support team with unlimited product support tickets. Okay, so now that we've covered the subscription, infrastructure, and support options, let's focus on the amazing things you can do with Sola Dev CMS 8. One of the core strengths of Sola Dev CMS 8 is its unsurpassed design flexibility. Our proprietary base template system uses dynamic divs to provide on-the-fly content creation and deployment. The front end is completely customizable. You can design virtually anything using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript with very few limitations. Our code integrates extremely well with the Bootstrap framework, making it easy to deploy responsive, mobile-friendly websites. In the past year alone, a variety of sites built on Sola Dev CMS have received prestigious industry awards. For example, HSA Golden, a small to mid-sized business, received the W3 award for their new website built on Sola Dev CMS. The State of Florida Department of Education website received the IMA Best in Class award for their enterprise deployment of more than 6,000 pages and 10,000 downloadable documents. Their site can handle more than 100,000 concurrent users, and all content is managed within Sola Dev CMS. Miami Beach VCA's mobile application received the Travel Weekly Magellan Award for the best travel app in the world. This app is built on top of Sola Dev CMS using our Sola Dev API. All data is managed within the core structure of Sola Dev CMS. One of the enterprise DX features of Sola Dev CMS is our RESTful API. The API provides an interface for third-party integration and application development that can post, get, put, and delete data from the Sola Dev system. With almost 50% of user traffic now coming from mobile devices, this is one primary consideration when you have future plans for mobile app development. Another enterprise DX feature of Sola Dev CMS is its multi-site management capabilities. From one instance of Sola Dev CMS, you can deploy an unlimited number of websites residing under separate URLs. All of this content and data is managed through the same admin area and can be shared across sites where necessary. You can designate content managers for each site individually while designating system admins that can manage all site content. Other important enterprise DX management features include its robust enterprise permission system, content staging and workflow capabilities, content scheduling, archiving and revision history, as well as a WYSIWYG editor with inline editing. With Sola Dev CMS 8, we've made website content management easy. Sola Dev's enterprise permission system allows you to designate unlimited user roles or user types. Admin users have full authority to draft, stage, and publish content, as well as modify system configuration settings. Authenticated users, often called content managers or registered users, can be permissioned to have granular capabilities to customize workflows or to designate special content available on the front-end website once they've logged in and verified their identity. Anonymous users see all public content on the front end of the website without having to register or log in. Once an admin or content manager logs into the system, the user has access to three core functional areas: the dashboard, which provides quick-hit site analytics, the ability to quickly add pages and other content, as well as a workflow task list; the workspace, where all data and content is managed for our manager apps, documents, and web pages; and the system area, which is only available to admins to configure elements like workflow management, user permissions, and the actual website settings. The Sola Dev Workspace navigation is modeled after Apple Finder and Windows Explorer to provide users with a familiar interface to find pages, files, and other content. We sometimes affectionately refer to the Workspace navigation as the tree. Once you've navigated to a page or manager, the WYSIWYG editor makes editing content easy. It provides a familiar visual display that is word-like in nature. You don't need to know HTML coding to make text bold, insert a photo, or create a hyperlink. If you're more comfortable with HTML coding, you can edit the source code directly by clicking the Source button. Either way, content management in Sola Dev CMS is simple and straightforward. As I mentioned earlier, Sola Dev CMS 8 is completely architected for rapid deployment in the AWS cloud. You simply sign up for your account, pick your subscription plan, and within minutes you receive an email confirmation and login credentials. Let's register for a free trial and see just how easy it is to get started. Now we're going to sign up for a free trial. We simply put in our personalized URL for the login, fill out this short form. We're going to add our email address, phone number, first name, last name, pick a simple password, and then we're going to click here to register. Our rapid deployment tool is now building out our instance of Sola Dev CMS in the AWS cloud. I just received email confirmation that things are underway. This automated process typically takes about 20 minutes. Upon completion, we'll receive another email with our username, password, and DNS information. For the sake of today's demo, we're going to log into an existing instance so I can teach you how to import a theme and build out a website. So now we're going to log in and start to build out our website. So we type in our username and password, and it takes us to a nice little site wizard. We're going to put in our primary URL. In this case, it's demo.soladev.net for today's demo. Step 2 is a couple of optional settings. One is if we need a staging server configured. 2 is if we have a separate secure URL. And 3 would be if we're going to have a CDN set up in the configuration for caching at speed. This is where we'd add analytics. We're going to skip this for now so I can show you that we can add analytics to the site later. We come to the confirmation screen where we're going to put in our email and click that I agree with the terms of service. Click Finish. Now we have a website. Next we're going to go in and import the package theme. So we come over here to the System folder, click on Websites, then we click on the website itself. We hit Import Package. We're going to browse our desktop for the package file. Nice thing about Sola Dev packages, we can have pre-configured managers, site themes, site content. This one is actually an all-in-one. It's got a site theme, it's got a couple of managers, and then different pre-populated pages. So we're going to populate and import everything. And there you have it. We just imported in the theme, copy, content, and some different manager functionality. So now let's go back to the dashboard. We'll link up Analytics. So we click Add Analytics. Now we're going to log into our Google Analytics account. That just verified our credentials because I was already logged in. We're going to link it up to one of our existing properties just so that we have some data to show you. Click Submit. And there you have it. It built out the dashboard. So now on the dashboard we've got how many users are on the site, user by browser, the type of operating system, the type of user device. If we had multiple sites configured in this drop-down, you'd have different views. We have some quick tools for add a page, add a user, add HTML. We've got our task list right here. And this is for Sola Dev updates from our Twitter feed. But as I mentioned, we set up the front end of the site with the direct import. Let's go see what that looks like. So here we have WebCorp Co. This is our demo site that we set up for today utilizing the base business theme for Sola Dev. It's a fully responsive design. You can see it scales for mobile devices with your mobile menu. We have a page on services with subpages. So we have clients, nice little grid view of logos. Click on charts. You have a subpage focusing and highlighting on that particular client. Come up to About Us. Different information about the organization. As you can see, we have a full footer form with drop-down questions that can be configured. A resource area that you can put in different downloadable resources. It's a great little tool to have this individual landing page with contact form for download our lookbook, download this white paper. Great lead gen tool. So then you come over to the news page. You can categorize the news. You have complete control over what categories, different date ranges, search feature. But if you click on the actual news article, it pulls up the page with the image, body text. You can do inline images. Then we got a contact us form. Of course, all of this is customizable, but out of the box, nice little base template if you want to deploy a website quickly. Social sharing buttons. Our little flyout menu. So now we kind of took a quick walk through this. Let's go back to the admin area and I can show you how you can edit content. So earlier we talked about the workspace navigation. Three main areas: the dashboard, workspace, and the system area. When you click into workspace, you can see what we refer to as the tree. It builds out how to find a file so we can get in and do some content editing. So over here we're on a services page, services overview. So when we come over here, so now we scroll down, click here, click edit inline. Just type in some fake text, hit publish. Come over here, refresh our page, and you see that it's edited dynamically on the fly. Come back over here. I think earlier we mentioned there are multiple stages within the editing. We have draft, stage, and publish. So if we want to edit this page but we don't want it to be published live, we can click draft and that'll save it. Then we want to come back later and say, okay, well I want to publish it, and click publish. If we have workflows set up where it requires I'm only a content editor, I would not see this publish button. I'd have draft and stage. And when I want it to be published, I'd hit stage, and the workflow would automatically have our primary admin or content manager would actually then review the content and publish it. You can see we do have an archive history that you can revert back. We have a full screen mode, which gets rid of some of the toolbar to give you a little bit more editing area. We have the preview mode, which cleans up all the different tags in the HTML. Go back to edit mode, you can see what your content areas are. You can exit that full screen mode. One of the nice things in Solodev is you can also edit the actual HTML page. So we click over here, and it gives us a full functioning WYSIWYG editor without all the rest of the page. And that allows us to come back in here and do a little bit more cleanup. As I mentioned earlier in our walkthrough, you can also edit the source code if you'd prefer to do that. For example, if I wanted to make this bold, and I know that the bold tag, add that there, click source, you see it added the bold. So for someone like myself, I might be more comfortable doing that. You might be more comfortable highlighting this and just clicking bold, or maybe wanting to make it italic and underlined. The editor will add all the code there for you. We click publish, come back here, refresh. Now we've got my bold from my source code tags, and then the bold, italics, and underline that we put in with the WYSIWYG editor. Now that we've edited the page and we like the way it looks, we can go back into the page itself and click in the meta information and click this tab is template. And by doing that and hitting publish, we can then make it a template that we can use when we build out pages of similar layout later. Now let's say I want to actually just quickly add a page to the website. I can log in, hit the dashboard, come over here, click add a page. Gives me my little HTML template. I say we're going to call this new service. Okay. I want it to be part of the services page, so we're going to put it under services. Click over here. We're going to use the content template, which give it some style and formatting. Call it new service. Ranking allows us to do a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, how it's going to show in the menuing system. By default, if we leave them blank, it's going to do it alphabetical order. You can change the name of how it shows in the menu, or we can just leave it with the page title. You can add an H1 or a meta description. That meta description is important for search engine optimization. So let's test this. Okay. Now we click Save. That quickly builds the page. Okay. Now you can see we can still get back to that meta information. This is our SEO, where we can change page names, page titles, add H1s, add meta descriptions. Come over here, we can edit it in line. It actually added this in for us. We want to add new content into this dynamic div, which is where the body content is. We're going to edit it in line and say, this is our new page that we built. Okay. Up here, we have the option of structured or unstructured. Structured is going to add it to the actual menu. So if we click structured, and then we come over here and click published, now we've just built that page and we added it to the menu. So if I come back over here and I click refresh, in the services you'll see we now have new service as a page. That's the page we just built. Here's my new service. It's added into the menu. Come over here. Click publish. There you have it, inline editing. Okay, so say we want to add an image to this page. Click over here, get into our WYSIWYG editor, say after this sentence, I want to add an image. So we click here, add an image. We're going to upload one off my desktop here. And we're going to send it to the server. Upload was successful. Here's our image. By default, it comes in with a width and a height. If we want, we can eliminate that. That'll be better for responsive design. We can either align it to the left or to the right. I want to click right because I want it to look on the right of the page, right? So here it is. Come back over here. Again, I can save it as a draft. Draft does not put it live on the website. Okay, but now I can come over here and click Publish. When I come back and refresh it, we have our image aligned right within the body text. So there you can see it's very easy to add an image. Now I want to come back and say, okay, well, geez, I want to make that a hyperlink. Okay, so we're going to add a hyperlink off to, another website. So I want to make it, I'm going to link that page over to www.solodev.com. I want to actually open that in a separate window. So we're going to come over here in a new window. Okay. Click Publish. Now we come back here. See, now we have the little finger because it's a mouse over and has a hyperlink. I click the hyperlink. It opens the Sola Dev website within a new tab. Another powerful tool we have within the Sola Dev system is what we call managers. So come over here into the managers folder. We have a couple different ones. As I showed you before, we have clients, which are managed by a manager. We have news and resources. So within the news manager, come in here, click on news, and it gives us a database listing of the different articles that are in there today. So I click on this one, and let's just say I want to change the intro. Okay. We just click save. Come back over here. And here we've updated the little summary on the front end. Click into the actual page. So now we want to edit the body content. We come in here to this content area. We decide we want to make this bold. Want to make this a hyperlink. We'll hyperlink the image. We could save and continue, which will take us to the next article if we want to make an update there. If we wanted to stay on the article we were already in, we could just click Save up here. One unique thing about Sola Dev is the ability to have multiple workspace tabs open at once. So say I'm still editing my new service. I'm in here in News. I want to come over here, go into the Resource Manager and edit one of the resources. I can have multiple workspaces open at once. So as I toggle between my workflow, I can be editing things, taking a look on the front end, coming back into my system, and still have everything open. This is very unique to Sola Dev. So within the manager content, we have start dates and end dates. So we can set a initial publish date and a stop date. When do we want to take it down from the site? For example, we want to take this off the site on the 29th at exactly 12 o'clock p.m. Now if we click Save, that tells the system stay published from this day to this day and time, and it'll come off the server based on the server clock time. We also have the ability to categorize the data. So if I click on Business Development, I can add News Article 3 to the Business Development category. Okay, now let's go over to the front end. We'll click Refresh. So you can see we have the 3 news articles. Come here, go to Marketing. We just have the one that's tagged to Marketing. Come back to Business Development. That's the 2 because we just tagged an article into the Business Development category. So let's go back to the admin area. Now I want to actually build out a resource landing page. It's a little more complicated than a news article, but a very powerful lead generation tool. So we click Add an Entry and say New Resource for, make that our page title. This is where we put the preview text. Call to action. Link up the image. Insert some Greek copy. Let's upload another image to put in the body here. Send it to the server. Insert it in. We're going to make this a white paper, a little downloadable resource. As I mentioned earlier, you can actually start and stop campaigns or pages, right? So let's make this a 1-month campaign. It's going to end at the end of the month. Now, unlike the news page, the resource manager has landing page form fields that need to be filled out. So down here, we're going to make this a download, require an email address, lead generation. It's going to email back that white paper. Say download our white paper. This is the button action, so we'll call this download now. This is where the thank you text goes. Okay. It's an inline editor as well. You can style the text. Click Save. You can see now all the information is saved. Bottom of the page, you have the actual URL to our new resource landing page. Let's come over to the front end, click Resources. You can see now we have 1, 2, and 3. Resource 4 is the new one we just added. You have our preview blurb, name of the page, our form title, and the button download action. If we were to complete this form, download now. You see there's our download our white paper, thank you, and the white paper will be on its way. So you can customize this message they receive after you've submitted the form. So let's add a calendar-based manager, something that has start dates and end dates. So we click Add a Calendar, name it, and select one from the list of pre-configured managers, anything from events, news, blog, or we can select custom and build our own. Within Sola Dev CMS, you have the ability to build an unlimited amount of database managed custom applications. All the tools are right here at your fingertips. As I mentioned earlier, Sola Dev utilizes the base template. Base template consists primarily of a header and a footer with a dynamic div in the middle. Everything is completely customizable. This is a combination of HTML and PHP code that any front-end developer that understands HTML, CSS, and JavaScript can create a custom theme for Sola Dev. But it's fully editable right here within the admin area. We integrate with the Bootstrap framework to make mobile-friendly responsive designs. And what you can do with Sola Dev is virtually unlimited. Now that I've walked you through how easy it is to build a simple website, edit and manage content, and other features of Sola Dev CMS, let's walk through some more sophisticated implementations of the same manager app technologies on actual client websites. Florida Dairy Farmers, one of the largest dairy associations in the U.S., uses manager apps in Sola Dev CMS to power their blog and news areas. As you can see in the blog area, dynamic content is sortable by category, tag, or date range. Once you've clicked the article summary, the actual blog page includes social sharing, category drill downs, a tag sorting function, and a dynamic list of the latest blog posts. All of this content is dynamically driven by the Manager app. Another dynamically driven area is video news. The page code is linked to their YouTube channel and playlist, which pulls real time when new videos are uploaded. If you click a video thumbnail, it changes out which video is in the player and the related content description. Foundry is a commercial real estate investment company with offices throughout the United States. Their industry is all about people doing business with people to list, lease, and sell properties. If you click Who We Are, it takes you to their team directory. These sophisticated team pages can be easily navigated, managed, and updated while cross-linking to the property listings. The directory can be sorted by office location, position, or both. You can also change from tile view to list view with the click of a button. Here you see the list view, which provides a thumbnail photo, name, title, and location of the individuals. You can click back to the tile view and it holds your sort settings. Click on a particular person and it highlights them with some further information. Now you have a summary about that individual. If you click the Learn More button, it takes you to a full profile on that agent. Once on their profile page, you can find links to their LinkedIn, email, and contact information, read a resume-like bio, and see their active listings. The property listing summaries are dynamically connected to their profile. Clicking on the property summary takes you to a more detailed property listing. For a complete list of active properties, click the property link in the navigation. As you can see, there are sort by criteria for property listings, and if you clicked one, it takes you to the detail page. Foundry is a great example of interlinking of dynamic data using the Manager apps in Sola Dev CMS. The Dr. Phillips Center, one of the top performing arts venues in the country, utilizes Sola Dev CMS for the day-to-day management of website content, as well as third-party API integration with Tessitura, the industry-leading software for ticketing, subscriptions, and box office operations. Through the API integration, the Dr. Phillips Center website stays updated with the latest shows and upcoming performances. Simply click on an event, and it takes you to an overview with seat selection. You can click on a seating level to see seat availability, or click on Best Available to have the system suggest seats. In the Best Available view, the system shows you the best seats remaining by level and price point. If you'd prefer to shop by seating level, just click back on the Select Your Seat tab. Click on your preferred seating level, and reserve your seats. Once you add them to your cart, it's time to check out and purchase your seats. More than 80% of Dr. Phillips' revenue is billed through this online ticketing system, and it's all made possible by Sola Dev CMS. Earlier, we touched on mobile applications made possible with Sola Dev's powerful RESTful API. Miami Beach's app uses Sola Dev CMS to manage all content and makes use of the Sola Dev API to layer on top of the system. As you click through the app, system content is pulled live. When you click on a hotel, the information is pulled directly from Sola Dev CMS through the award-winning app. Thank you for watching this overview of Sola Dev CMS 8. For more information, visit www.soladev.com.